fitness. Oh,
It's recording, by the way.
okay. What's up, guys? What's up, milkduds? Family. You know why I never show my hair on here? Because I'm bald.
Because you're balding. You
Nah,
let
yeah,
me see onset balding.
I'm balding. Okay, first, let's start with what's going on in today's world.
What is
Um,
today?
Niggas don't know. I mean, yo, I did not mean to say that. I did not.
Go ahead, go ahead, go
Yo, yo, cut that out. Edit that out. Uh,
ahead.
yo, yo. As you know, or as most people know, or as you don't know, it's okay if you don't know, but you should know. The government is still in a shutdown. That means that as of today, the SNAP and EBT and all that stuff that's fighting hunger in America is now um, it's basically gone. People are losing funding. People are losing the first line of defense to hunger, to fight hunger in this country.
Oh,
Um, yeah, so make sure y'all tap into y'all local food banks. Tap into your local
some
whatever.
little, some
Make
little
sure
Christmas gift.
make sure you donate to them food banks. Put the non-perishable items into that food bank because you know you're not eating them baked beans in them damn cans. So give it to the food bank. You're not eating them ramen noodles. Just give it up. Just give it up. You're not
I'm
eating
eating
them.
them. I'm eating them. Nah, no.
Just give it up. But today we're talking about fitness.
Yeah, let's get into that.
What you know
What
about
I know
fitness?
about fitness. What I know about fitness.
What do you know about fitness?
I know fitness is. I think it's one of the most important things you can do in your life, not only for your physical health, but for your mental health too. I
For your
think in a way, when you go to the gym, I know for me, it's like a therapy. Right?
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When you go there, you're really working towards something.
Yeah.
Like it just makes you wanna achieve everything, bro. Like once you get a good workout in, like it's not a better high. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, you never had that THC. No, I'm playing. Cut that out. Cut that.
Yo, what?
Cut that out. Cut that out. Cut that
What is
out.
he talking about? What is he on?
Whatever. Yeah. So yeah, dude. Fitness, bro. You know me. I don't really go to the gym like that, but I mean, I try to stay in shape because you never know when someone might run up on you and say, "Let's do a 1v1 in basketball," and I'm getting I'm getting ran over. Pause. But I'm like they beating me, and I don't like when people are like they beating me to the spot. You feel me? So I started to stay in shape by like running, running a lot, playing sports, football, basketball. Yeah,
You play football? I ain't never seen you play football.
you know I be swinging the pigskin a little bit like that. I could have really went pro. I could have really went pro as a quarterback. I could have really. I got an arm with me. No, because when I come back to Raleigh, bro, it's on site.
All right, all right, we're right there. That's
All
that. All right, let's get to the questions. Let's get to the question.
right, bro. We know, bro. No. So, like, fitness means many things nowadays. You
Mhm.
got CrossFit, you got bodybuilding, you got calisthenics. But like social media has kind of created this like new kind of body culture. Like, you have like you see a lot of influencers today like going to the gym and they look unrealistic, and then people want to get to that standard when that standard is often fabricated.
Mhm.
There's not a lot of real things going on in the gym. A lot of people are editing their bodies to look good on the gram. You know, blah 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 blah.
That's something. That's what I never understood. Like editing your body. Like I just like I don't know, like why are you editing your body? Like I feel like showing the progress would inspire people way more than showing what the outcome is.
Right.
Like I think if you're constantly showing people this is how good I look, they're just gonna you're either gonna get follows or likes or whatever from just people who obviously find you attractive, and then just from people who just like think, oh, I'm never gonna get that body. So I feel like doing like progress pics but not editing them, I think those are the best type of.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
People need to be more authentic with that stuff.
yeah, we have to realize that going to the gym and staying in shape is just not about like chasing perfection. It's just about like what you said before. It's about like you get a certain type of high when you go to the gym, or like you feel happier. Or it's about just like how you create that that middle point of just your body and yourself. You feel me?
Hmm.
Because if you're taking care of yourself in the gym, it can lead to you taking care of yourself in the real world outside of the gym. So like just not even the gym. Like you don't even have to go to the gym to stay in shape. Like you can do anything to stay in shape.
I think the first step to like finding yourself is definitely taking care of yourself. Because like if you're a mess, like mentally, physically, whatever, you can't. How are you gonna go through the mess? You can't like let's say you're in a room, right? If
Right.
and you can't find your keys, but your room is completely messy. How are you gonna find the keys if your room's
Chill,
messy?
chill, chill, chill.
How you gonna find the keys if your room's messy? No, you gotta clean it up. So that's the
Yeah.
same thing you gotta do with your body. You gotta clean up your mind, your body, and then you can start finding the things you want to do.
Right.
So
Right. And thing, yeah, that. Bro, that was powerful. Where'd you get that from?
from doing it myself.
This guy. um. Yeah. You know. I mean, the gym is a good place to like just forget. Because like you don't really have to. People often like say, "Oh, I'm scared to go to the gym because I think people will judge me." But what I think start to think about is like everyone's there for a certain goal or like a certain movement. Like they're
Yeah,
there for their own purpose. Like if you're deliberately going to the gym and making fun of people, stay out of the gym, bro. Just like, what are you doing with your life?
and if you're in the gym making fun of people, then like you're not actually working in the gym. Like those
Right.
people shouldn't be in the gym. Like, but the
Right.
people
Like,
who actually are working, like the biggest motherfuckers that are working in those gyms, bro, like they don't care, bro. They're not looking at you.
right. Like
And,
they're in
and
there.
and if anything, those dudes should be confident enough to come up to you and be like, "Hey, you looking good today." And those are
Right.
usually dudes that do it. The dudes who are obviously the biggest ones, who obviously, and those dudes, honestly, they don't feel so secure about themselves. That's why they're in the gym right now, probably to try to
Right.
get bigger. You know,
Right.
so
Right. And then we have this idea of like toxic masculinity in the gym.
yeah,
A lot of guys feel like they're very masculine in the gym. But if we look back on the history, going to the gym was a feminine thing. If you really think about it, back in the 70s and 80s, there were women on TV dancing, and then the men in the house was like, if you go to the gym, you're feminine, you're a girl. So I
yeah,
mean, I don't really understand where the idea of toxic masculinity comes from. It's definitely like a new modern thing, what you see on the internet, and you see all like the gym to the Republican pipeline. Like you think you're better than everyone else. When you're okay, you're pushing a lot of weight in the gym, but when you get outside, oh, just because I push a lot of weight, I can do whatever I want. It's just not the case.
yeah.
But let's get into these questions, man. We got about we got a couple questions. Why does our society connect fitness so strongly with self worth or success? What do you think?
Well, like I said before, when you feel fit in a body, you gain that confidence, and like after you work out, that's a like a win in its own. Like, because most of the time you're not gonna want to go to the gym. Let's be real. No one, not everybody wakes up saying, "Yes, I want to go to the gym today." Now, most people, obviously bodybuilders, people who have a passion in fitness, they love going to the gym, but it's not every day.
Right.
It's not every day. They don't always want to go. So that's a win in itself. But to answer the question, I just think people connect it with self worth or success because you do succeed. You do in a way succeed something most people want when you go to the gym,
Right.
right? Because most
Right.
people want a fit body. Most people want to look good. Most people just want to go to the gym. Most people want to eat healthy. Most people want to do all that stuff. So when you actually start doing it in a way, you're you're bettering yourself more. You're doing better than most people are.
Right.
So, and when you think of success, you think of people like the 1% who are in millions and people who can buy Lambos, have financial freedom and everything like that, right? So like, why not connect that also to health, you where you're also in the 1%, but this time in physical health. So you're the one with the big muscles. You're the one with the abs and all that stuff. So I think people connect it with success because success is sometimes feels like this small region. Like not everybody's successful. Only this small region of people are.
Right.
So
Right.
when you're working out, you kind of add yourself to that small region. So yeah.
Right. I like that, man. I like that a lot. I mean, society connect fitness so strongly. I think. I think we talked about this in our last episode, but you really don't have to like. You can find success and self worth in anything you do.
Mm.
You go to the gym a lot. I mean, macros and muscles. Am I right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't go to the gym, and like you shouldn't feel like pressured to do something if it's not just what you want to do. I mean, me, I
Mm.
like to run, but I also like what I find myself in self worth and like how I find my self worth is within like reading and doing research
Mhm.
and just staying educated because I mean it's definitely one of the top priorities when it comes to me is just making sure I'm educated and making sure the people around me are educated. So like when it comes to that, like if you're in a debacle, you know your rights and you know your liberties. So like no one and if I get a call from someone, I just got pulled over. You remember when you told me the Constitution? I'd use that. And I was like, yeah, yeah, man. But yeah, I like the idea of you being part of that 1%, and that 1% not only just means like 1% in society. You can be
Mhm.
1% in your own mind. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like you go in the gym, that's a 1% thing. I just achieved my 1% thing. Something like a goal that seems too far reachable, like you can't reach it. You achieve that, that's your 1%. So
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah. The second question here
Oh,
is
I want to hold up.
oh
What
my
was
bad.
the first
My,
one?
my bad,
I
my
love
bad.
Also, like, I think when people think about physical health, like, you have to get in the gym until you look like chiseled and stuff. But
Mm,
I think more people should start using the gym as just a way to kind of like just feel good. I think that's
right,
what you do. I don't think you need to like. Obviously, I think obesity that's a big problem, especially here in America. But
right,
at the same time, being at that 1% body fat is almost just as dangerous.
right,
You should not be doing that because the pain and stuff that you put your body through,
right,
trying to get there and stuff is it's not worth it. Like I've heard bodybuilder like body dysmorphia very big, especially in men now because with this gym epidemic happening. Um, body dysmorphia that is something, and so and eating disorders, all that stuff. It's not healthy to be like that. So I think going to the gym because it feels good and because you care about your health is I feel like the only reason you should really be going to the gym. Obviously, if you're a bodybuilder, you compete, yeah, go to the gym for that stuff. But bodybuilders, they don't do that forever. And at the same
right,
time, again, the side effects, body dysmorphia, eating
right,
disorders.
right.
So but at the same time, yeah, obviously don't be obese. But again, yeah, so do it for your health and make sure you're making it sustainable. Like when you want to, but that's also sometimes when you don't want to, when you know your health might decline if you don't go. So things like that. So I just don't believe in the going until I'm 1% body fat or going
Right,
until I'm shredded. Like I don't
right.
think you need that. I don't think
Yeah,
that's what the gym was made for.
right. It's an unrealistic standard that
Yeah.
you're setting. Like, you ever watch Magazine Dreams, bro?
What was it? No. You tell me about that.
You gotta watch that. It's with it's like this bodybuilder,
Uh,
right? He's like obsessed.
oh, that's the one with what's his name?
Jonathan
Jonathan
Majors.
Majors.
Yeah, he's obsessed with going to the gym, and he I don't know, he's like infatuated with this bodybuilder, right? And
Uh,
so like he trains every single day to be like that bodybuilder. And so when he like calls the bodybuilder every night, every day, and then goes to the gym. And then like what what's the most scene that stood out to me is that you can be strong on the outside. Like, you can have these strong features on the outside, but like no one knows what you're going through. You feel me?
mhm.
So when he finally met like his idol in the bodybuilding field, his idol can I say this on here? His idol raped him. Just to be front, his idol raped him. And so like after that, you can see the downfall of where his physical features were very strong, but inside he was very weak
Yeah.
for something like that to happen, and he didn't know what to do after it happened. So I mean, going to the gym to achieve these unrealistic standards is okay, cool, but like you have to make time for yourself. You have to
You
make
have.
time for your mind.
Hmm.
You have to make time for your mental health, because you never know what's going to happen. Like, you could meet your idol one day and that could happen to you, and you don't know how to navigate that, because all of you know is these people in the gym. These people are spreading these these toxic masculinity things to you. You'd be like, you can't talk to anyone because all you know is that you go to the gym, you be strong. But what about I'm not strong in the mind? You feel me?
Yeah.
And I can't be vulnerable. I can't be vulnerable around these people because I'm going to be perceived as weak. And that's also a notion you have in the gym, especially with men, and a lot of black men actually, and not even in the gym, but in the family. A lot of black men are held to a higher standard where we have to be better than most people. We have to be on our on our high horse, and if we're not, we're going to be perceived as weak. You know.
Hmm.
Now, what happens when the man breaks down? He doesn't have anyone to go to. You feel me? Because he's supposed to be strong all the time. But we're breaking that. We're breaking that now. We're breaking that today. No more of that.
No more of that. No more of that. No more of that. And
This
I just think the science behind it says it too. Like, if you work out too much, your progress is gonna slow.
right,
If you don't work out at all, you're gonna have no progress. So
right,
like, there's no reason you should really be obsessed with something, especially when that obsession is technically killing it. You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
So it's just like, look, if you're really into fitness, do your research on it before you go into it. Don't just start working out because you see someone looking good. Don't just start, like, I know obviously in, influencers and stuff, they look cool. You want to go work out to look like them. Yes. But don't just jump into it not knowing what you're doing.
right,
Just like you want to jump into a business not knowing what you're doing. Just like you want to jump into schools or other things, or jobs and things like that, if you don't know what you're doing.
right.
Okay, so fitness is the same way. I think you need to really sit down, know what you're doing, make sure. Yes, you can have a goal in the gym, but make sure it's a healthy and realistic one. So
Right.
yeah, we can go on to the next question now.
So we're gonna skip a few questions here, and we're gonna say, how has let's go with what motivates you to personally to move, or what is it? Joy, health, appearance, or something else? What motivates you to go to the gym and stay in shape?
I would say first, like the first thing was definitely appearance. Like I was like 18 years old, like the only thing I wanted to do was like look good for girls. Like
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
like a like
still, I'm like,
well, the only thing I wanted to do was look good for girls. So like yeah, so I'd go in the gym. I'd have like tiny bit bias one to say, oh my god, like I'm not big enough. I'm not big enough yet. So like I do it and do it and do it and do it and do it. But the thing I noticed also is that girls that looks isn't as important to them as it is for men.
right,
Like I think men like the way they look more than girls like the way they look.
right, right, right,
like so I so I kind of noticed that, and then also I just noticed like the mental straining it takes on you, tracking your meals, making sure you look like this good, like always looking in the mirror. Like the thing it does on your mental is just it's not good, and it doesn't give you like freedom in life to like kind of enjoy things. Like I purposely said no to a lot of foods that I couldn't track or I couldn't like or that might be bad or might have too much fat. I was looking at the ingredients of everything, searching up the ingredients of everything. You know, like now I still don't eat like really unhealthy things unless I'm out with you or something.
yo, chill,
But
chill,
but now I have more freedom, right?
right,
Now I'm able to not sacrifice having a good time with trying to have a good body. You can have both, but like like sometimes it's better to maybe not have one because I feel like maybe your mental might be more important than your physical.
right,
And if it's really affecting your mental health, then that's when you should start the decline
right,
of working out so much. So yeah, first it was all about appearance. First, it was all about appearance. I think that's for everybody. Everybody's about appearance, and I hope we can change that standard. I hope people we can do that, but I don't think it will because it's whatever. And
right,
then, and then after I noticed all of that, um, then I got into it because of health because it's just because I started to notice how good it just feels to work out. How when I don't work out, it kind of makes me feel bad. It like and like everything builds up in me and like but if I work out, I can eat more freely and I can go to the gym, put the calories and things to use.
right,
So and it's just good for you. It's just good to move your body and for your mental health to like really push through a workout, get that win for the day. So yeah,
right,
it's just good. It feels good. Obviously, a little bit. I still want to look good. Like everybody has that standard. They want to look good, or you wouldn't be dressing good if you didn't want to look good. You know what I mean?
right, right,
So it's just like there's that little thing, but like it doesn't take up the whole reason now. Now it's more about health and consistency and making sure like I'm just feeling good about myself.
right. And you have a rather personal story about going to the gym.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell that?
Yeah. Okay. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yeah. It was like COVID years. COVID years when we 2020, the worst
Not
time,
real, not real, not a
the
real time.
worst bad times, bad times. But I would just sit in the house all day, right?
Right,
It would just be my Xbox and my computer taking classes, Xbox playing Fortnite,
right,
and so that's basically what I was doing for a whole entire year, right? And again, I didn't have any knowledge of fitness. I didn't have any knowledge of nutrition, nothing. So what was I doing? I was sitting there eating crap all day, and so I gained about like this 50 pounds of straight fat. It was
gosh,
bad, man. It was bad. And the thing is when you gain that type of stuff and you're not moving and stuff, like you don't notice it at all. Like you don't like everything because it's kind of slowly built. So you like look in the mirror and you're like, whatever, next day, next day, next day. And I never did like lift up my shirt, take off my shirt, because like I didn't. It wasn't something I regularly do or whatever. So like it wasn't noticeable for me. But I remember there was this day I was going to the mailbox. I went to look at the mail. I came back and like I used to live on like these stairs. Like I had to take stairs up to where I lived. And so I went to the mailbox, came back, walked up the stairs, completely out of breath. I was just done for. Walked up, it was only like 14 flight. It was only like 14 steps. Completely out of breath. Done for. I was like, yo, I gotta change this. I got to.
Got
And
to.
so and so that's when I started to really research more about fitness and things like that and nutrition. And that's kind of why I have so much knowledge about it now. At first, I did a horrible job with it. I just kind of just started eating less. Like I didn't actually like work out and tone my body. I just kind of started eating less, which made me lose muscle, which made me maybe lose fat, but like it would make me lose muscle and stuff like that. So I kind of started eating less. I didn't have like a what's it called, like eating disorder right there. I didn't skip any meals. I just I like I didn't know like I subconsciously just started eating less. I didn't know I was eating less really.
Right, right,
I
yeah,
just like was eating and like I noticed that my portions were much smaller and stuff like that. But I would work out. I would still work out, but like it would be as consistent. I'd be on and off. But then this year, this year is when I really like locked in. And so my progress started coming back. I feel a lot more toned and things like that. And I straightened up and I just saw how unhealthy it was to just not be eating a lot and to be like so focused on uh like making sure like I remember when I was doing all that, I was so scared of being fat. Like that was my biggest fear of all time.
yeah,
Like getting that weight back because like I knew how bad it was. That was the worst thing ever. Like
yeah,
like that scared me more than like death. Like like if it didn't like if I was thinking like I'd rather die before I gain this damn weight back.
right,
So but now I kind of see it as like if I gain the weight back, I know I can lose it. I have the knowledge for it. I've
right,
researched it. Like and like I know I'm not gonna be like that big anymore because I maintain my health and I'm active and stuff like that. So, and if even if I do get that big, I know I'll have muscle for it. So like I kind of look at the positive sides of all of it. But yeah, so like I went from 290 to 190, but I technically got down this summer to like 185. But
wow,
yeah, but it was yeah. So it was a weird journey. It wasn't all about fitness. Some of it was not eating right. Some of it was just my habits and everything, which is another big thing about fitness is that you have to have the habits that go along with it because you can work out a bunch, but if you don't have the right habits, your mental health is going to take the biggest strain like ever.
right, right.
If you're not sleeping right, oh my god, that's the worst thing ever.
Yeah,
So,
I can't talk about that.
so yeah, that's my journey. That's my thing about it. What about you?
I mean, for me, I mean, I've always been the skinny kid on the block. You know, no one. I mean, I was always pretty athletic. I always played sports. I mean, I grew up playing basketball a lot. I was really good at basketball. And then I realized that I was just doing it to stay in shape. Others was doing it to get their families out the hood, which, yeah, them guys are about it. They're about it.
Lord.
You don't want to, you don't want to talk trash to them, and they be like, "Yo, bro, don't do that though. Not too much, bro. Like, yo, chill out, bro. I'm just trying to have fun." But I think I mean, I often have trouble with like gaining weight or like going to the gym because I got a fast metabolism. So like
Yeah.
it was always like I would eat something. Say I would eat like 2 bags of Skittles and be like, I'll run it off the next day, which I would. But then like you'll just be feeling horrible and you'd be feeling so bloated. I'm like, oh my God. But I really don't have a story like you do. I
Yeah.
mean, my story is probably just more about like consistency, like and just realizing that it's key. It's definitely key to whatever you want to do. I mean, if you want to stay in shape, just go to the gym very like consistently. You don't have to go every day, but have a schedule.
Uh,
And yeah, I mean, you can apply that with anything like studying. You don't have to study every day. Study on Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Have a
we'll have
schedule.
have a time for that.
Have a set allotted time,
Uh,
and then it'll just all that will just transfer over to the rest of your skills. If you're doing it in one thing, you'd be like, let me do the same thing with something else. If you want to try something new, let me do the same thing and see how it works.
Hmm.
But I mean, what I say to people is like, find a hobby, because what are you without hobbies? Like, if you can't find some time to spend by yourself and whatever you want to do, if that's just like what we do, like we make YouTube videos. Like making YouTube videos is my hobby,
Yeah.
and reading and stuff like that, or like going to the gym is a hobby. Have
Yeah.
something to just have something to hold you down when you're like feeling too stressed out. Like, oh, I don't want to do this work right now. I don't want to go to the gym right now. Okay, do something else. Go read a book. Go outside. Go for a walk, dude. Just have something to hold you down.
Yeah. If you don't got one, just rest. Like, there's nothing
Right.
wrong with rest. I think a lot of people have that fear. I know I do, of just like stopping. It's okay to
Right.
stop for a little bit. You can stop for 15, 30 minutes. Just rest. Just
Right.
rest. No phone, nothing. Just you can just sit there and rest if that's what you need.
Right. And yeah, I mean that's the most important. This conversation is mainly based about the gym, but it can be applied to everywhere else.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a couple more questions here.
Whoa, 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 sir. What motivates you personally to move though?
Oh,
Joy,
okay. What
health.
motivates me to move? That's a good question. What motivates me? I mean, I just like having a good set of like a good group of people around me
Mm.
that just motivates me to get up. Like if I'm staying in bed too much, my roommate will come in here. Oh, let's go get something to eat, or let's go walk to the calf and get something to eat, or like let's go play some football. Something like what motivates me to move is just having a good group of people. Because I mean, obviously you can't do it alone.
Oh,
So I mean, because obviously you'll be like, I'm in bed, you're chilling, you got nothing to do, but like you'll feel so much better when you just go for that walk, or you go play some football, or you go do something, just move your body. So a good group of people around me is definitely what motivates me, and just like what motivates me to do better. Because you want to make good by them, and you also want to make sure they want to make good by you. So you want to keep moving and keep doing what you got to do, so you can make people around you happy. Because that's the best thing to me.
yeah.
If the people around me are happy, I mean I've succeeded. You know, and like I sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
And you can and I think it's so important to like if you're having trouble with something, like if a person can come to me and be comfortable around me to tell me about their problems, and I can help them any way I can. And that's why I always, after every message, when I get done to talking with them, so I always say, let me know if you need anything. Because I'm serious
Wow.
about that. I'm serious about that. Because like you can, I mean, I'm on my phone. I'm on my phone like all the time. So like I'm not gonna miss your message if you just hit me up, call me. I'm gonna pick up, and if I don't pick up, I'm gonna call you back because I just feel like if I'm there for someone, they can be there for me when I'm having trouble or when I'm having a problem. So I mean, I think that's important. Definitely.
Yeah. I think that's one of the things I admire about you because I know a lot of people they sit they kind of like see your message they swipe away or like
Right.
they'll say I'll do anything but then as soon as you call them they'll be like oh shoot I'm actually doing something maybe we could do something lit. Like no when you make sure you get that person on the phone you make sure you testing them back so that's a
Yeah,
yeah
definitely.
that's something.
Because it's important, and you may come off as like intruding or whatever. Like I don't care. If I'm intruding, you need to tell me. But like I'm gonna always make sure if I'm talking to someone or for someone I know, I'm always gonna make sure they're doing good. Like I hit up my boys a couple weeks, every single week or every couple weeks to make sure they're good.
Yeah.
'Cause especially in today's world, like the suicide rate is up, and like it's because people don't have a foundation of friends. You can't do it alone. I keep preaching that. Like, you can't do it alone. Anything in this world, you cannot do alone. So,
uh
like, Even here, like I have people like with some of my guys coming to me and talk about stuff. Like we talk. That's the most important thing when it comes to just the well being of others and the well being of yourself. Just get it off your head, get it off your chest. Say what you got to say, even if it makes you feel embarrassed, nervous, because we're humans, bro. Like I don't
Exactly.
think people understand that. Like you guys aren't. We aren't AI chatbots. We aren't AI robots. We
Yeah,
have feelings. That's what makes us so unique. And no one can, nothing, no AI, no whatever, no computer can replicate how humans feel. And so if you want to bottle up those feelings like an AI chatbot, and then you have no help, you have no foundation to help you. And so like that's why you need to just talk. This goes to everybody. Like you shouldn't be fighting these battles alone. You shouldn't.
yeah, I agree
Like
with that.
you you could take the Revolutionary War for example. Nathaniel Greene didn't fight those battles alone. He had an army behind him. You need an army behind you. You need it. So so yeah, it's just and to whoever's watching, reach out to your homeboys, homegirls, whoever. Make sure they're all right.
Exactly. And if you like, I think another thing is like if you really want to be friends with somebody and like they live somewhere else or whatever, make something with them. All right. Me and you, we live like what like this is
An
like
hour and a half away,
an
yeah.
hour and a half away. I knew I wouldn't be able to see you this whole year. I said, let's start a podcast. So and then I have an excuse to talk to you, but then I also can be productive with it. So
Right.
like if you really if you really cared about somebody, then you would do something like that. And so
Right.
yeah.
Right. And like I think like being nervous and like being embarrassed to go up and talk to someone, like I always try to make an effort. If I see someone eating alone, I always try to make an effort. Or I see someone studying alone, I always try to make an effort to go sit with them. And just we don't even have to like get each other's numbers or whatever. Just to talk about what their day been through, like, or how they've been navigating. Because everyone is so unique, and like obviously you can't meet everyone. But if you talk to a new person each day, you'll feel so much better, so much better, so much better. And like, bro, like we met at work, bro. Like, bro, like like they had to separate us because we would fool around too much, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
And bro, we're gonna do that next year too. So
Exactly.
so like just you can meet anyone anywhere you want. Like don't go around with this hateful heart and this like, oh, I hate everyone. I'm so emo. No, no, you're not. No, you're not. No, no, you're not. No, you're not. Because I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you.
Hey, bro, you like I'm just saying, Bruce Wayne seemed a lot more happier when he had Batman. I mean, when he had Robin.
Right. You know.
So yeah,
So yeah. We're gonna do one more question. What do you think? Two more questions.
we can do two more. We got time.
Okay, we're gonna do this one. How can we make fitness, or not even fitness, but how can we make the world feel more inclusive and less intimidating?
Um, I'm gonna answer both fitness and the world.
Okay.
Fitness, fitness. I would say I think more people need to start making fitness look like something people actually want to do, not the outcome. Like obviously, people post their bodies and whatever. Everybody wants that. I think people need to start making the fitness community more not enjoyable. Actually, yes, enjoyable, more persuasive for people to actually want to work out, not want the body, but want the feeling to work out. Like I
Mhm.
need people need to start emphasizing the fact that it feels great, that it's healthy, that you'll feel great, that that your mind will feel awake, and that all these things that just make you feel like alive, like a person, will happen when you work out. And I think That's how you make it feel more inclusive. And I think also the community just needs to. I think we need to get rid of. Love David Goggins, very cool dude, but I think we need to get rid of the oh, get up and just do it. What are you
Right,
doing? Get up and just do it. Like,
right,
obviously they know they got to get up and do it, but
right,
you constantly telling them get up and do it. I mean, that doesn't like it
right,
doesn't make them want. It's not gonna like it might make them get up and do it that moment, but when the day you're not there, they're not gonna want to do it. So it's like you got to make people want it in a way of like they actually want to do the process. They
right,
actually like feel good doing the process. They actually wake up happy doing the process. So
right,
I think we need to emphasize on like just making our just making more gym communities, more communities in general. And then that goes to um, everything, right? How do we make our world feel more inclusive and things like that. I think it's just about so just more communities, more just more supporting more supporting more communities, right? Letting
right,
everybody bring in, making sure everybody feels good about everything, like the
right,
process, right? If someone wants to buy a house, be successful, not don't show them, oh, this house looks so good. Now work your ass off to get this house. No, show them, hey, now let me just show you some ways you can make some money so that maybe you can buy this house if you want that, you know?
right,
Like just start being more I guess be more nice when it comes to the process of actually getting things.
right,
And just start making people feel welcomed, really welcoming them into communities and places they want to be. Because people aren't gonna want to do something if they don't feel good. Because we're humans, we run off emotions. As much as we want to run off logic, if we don't like the way something feels with us, we will eventually stop doing it. No matter how
right,
disciplined we are, we're eventually we're gonna stop doing that. We're
right,
just gonna burn out. So you got to make them feel good. Emotion is the making them that happy emotion is the way to do it. And
right.
so
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, back on like the David Goggins topic, like we have to get rid of this idea of just tough love
yeah,
because it doesn't work. It does not work. I mean, in my life, my parents were pretty tough on me. You know, I had a pretty strict family, but that often led me to be quiet about things or like not speak up about things
uh,
because I was scared of how they would perceive me or how what they would say. And so it's been hard for me to get rid of that notion of like I have to bottle up everything and not get help. But it came from the tough love that I was endured when I was younger. You know, you may not believe this, but my mom said, and I don't think I believe it, but my mom said I didn't talk to anyone until I was 7 years old. Like they thought I was mute because I wouldn't say anything. I would just observe stuff, and so I would observe my older brothers and sisters, and how they would talk to my mother and how they would say things to certain people. And I was like, this is not 7 year old me, not seven. But looking back on it, I was like, that wasn't right. And when we bring in this idea of tough love, we're like, you gotta be tough. We're just being hard on you. No, you don't need to be hard on that person. You
uh,
don't, because then when that person becomes an adult and becomes grown and has children, he's gonna do the same thing he learned from his parents or she learned from his parents to his children, and then you just recycle the same generational trauma. But it honestly starts with us. We have to break that mold and have those tough conversations with our families and our friends, because we live today in a society and that people want to silence you. People want you to shut you up. I'm just going to be real about it. People don't want to hear you speak. But the most powerful bullet you have is your voice. That's the most powerful bullet you have. I don't care if you got a Mac 10 or a Switch or whatever. No one can stop you from speaking up. And when you do speak up, they're gonna have you get them to think. That's and so this idea of tough love, we just got to get rid of it. We need to. Of course, we need to be tough on our folks when you're disciplining them or whatever. But you also need to balance it with the soft love. You know, like I'm not gonna hate you that you broke the vase. Like you should have never done that. Blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, it's okay. I'll just get a new vase, or I just won't have a vase. Like it's not that big of a deal. You know. And,
Also, it's like I think also that tough love thing is so like straightforward, and I think like it doesn't show the complexities of actually doing it. Like, just go to the gym, okay? What about, I don't know, them actually having to get to the gym? Do they have a
right,
car? Are they able to
right,
go anywhere?
right,
Like, it, like it's just so straightforward and so like it's just bad. I think it's just bad mentally to just
right.
tell someone like
Yeah,
that.
it's bad for the mental, and it's just bad for the body. You know, you go to the gym, you work your ass off, and then they'll come back and go back to the gym, dude. I just came back, bro. I worked my ass off. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? Like you never feel that you've done enough, and that's where the tough love comes from. Like, but you don't have to do a lot to do enough. You feel me?
Hmm.
you don't you don't have to go solve cancer or world hunger to say you've done something. Getting out the door and going to the gym is doing something. You've done enough in my book. Even getting out of this bed behind me and going to class, you've done enough. Most people don't get out of the house and go to the gym, or most people don't have the resources to come out of the house. Think about Gaza. They're getting bombed. You have to take advantage of what you have because you never know when you're going to end up in a situation where you don't have the resources or you don't have the capabilities of getting
Uh,
out the door and going to the gym or getting out the door and go to class. People don't, you have to take advantage. We live in America of freedom. We have to take advantage of that freedom. People, people outside of America don't have the resources or the capabilities to just go. There's restrictions, you can't say certain things, there's censorship. But in America, you have all of that. So why not take advantage of it? That's all I got. Just take advantage of it. Take advantage
and
of
like
that freedom.
yeah, back onto what you said about like not talking and all that stuff. I was watching this video, right? It was Mr. Beast reacting to his like 7 years ago, or it was like 10 years ago, or whatever.
Mhm.
And he said that, and most subscribed YouTuber, right, by the way, this is billionaire, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Definitely a billionaire. Even if he declines, he's not a billionaire. He's definitely a billionaire. Um, but he said that when he was growing up, he loved YouTube so much. That's all he would talk about. But people around him, like, because YouTube again wasn't that big back then. Like it
Right,
was a
right,
new thing, but it wasn't as big. So people were like, "Stop talking about that.
right,
like it's YouTube. Stop." So when he stopped talking about it, they all thought he was mute. Like they thought
right,
he was mute for like 2 years because he loved that. That was his passion. He loved YouTube. And so the point I'm trying to make is that don't let people silence your words for anything. I
right.
don't like it doesn't matter if the people you like don't like what you're talking about. Go find some new people.
Yeah, obviously,
Like you because like the sacrifice of what you like should never be on like should never you should never sacrifice what you like ever
right,
ever.
right. And that's
And
the first. That's the first step to like getting mobilized and getting organized. Is if you think something, you and that person can take over the world. If you get someone else who thinks the same as you, there's no telling what you guys can do. There's no telling.
uh-huh.
There's two of y'all. Next day there's five. Next day there's 10. Next day there's 20. That's how you create a movement. You feel me? That's how you change the course and change the way people see things. If you talking and one person, oh yeah, I like what he's saying. I like what she's saying. and y'all come together and mobilize and create a community, there's no telling. There's no telling what you guys can do. You're unstoppable. You can really take over the world. Because what are they going to do? They either have to kill you or cut off your tongue, and they're not doing either. So,
even if they cut off your tongue, we live in a society. There's so many ways to communicate now.
right,
Like,
just text that shit, man. Just have AI say it for you or something. But yeah, I mean, I want people to leave the idea of that in fitness and in life. Like, don't be afraid to just get after it. Just get after it. Don't be afraid. Just do it.
And I think just take it as a learning experience. If you go after something, you don't like it, okay. If you don't like it,
you don't got to do it.
Now go to the next thing. Exactly. So it's like,
but yeah, and never give up. Just do it and never give up. Because when you give up, they won. You can't do anything. They've won. They want you to give up. They want you to stop moving. They want you to stop learning. They want you to stop talking. When you keep talking, like, they know how strong you are, but once you find out how strong you are, you're unstoppable. Unstoppable.
And also let the haters hate you. You shouldn't be doing that for them. All right. If they're talking crap about you, cool. Take it. Move on. Like, don't be saying the same exact things to yourself.
Right.
Like, if enough people are hating on you, why are you adding another hater to the mix?
Right.
Like, why are you adding yourself to the hate? Like, there's no reason to that. Just take it as feedback. You either improve on it or you just move on with your life.
Right.
That's it.
Bro, we putting up greens, bro. Like Stephen Curry. Just shoot it.
Stop.
Anyways, peeps, that's the end of the milkduds podcast.
That's the end of episode 3. Episode 3.
Peace. I don't know what that fucking means. Joe, cut the cameras, bro. Cut the cameras, bro. I don't know what that meant, bro. Cut the cameras. What are you